So the revolution continues. However, with every revolution comes a swan song. And when the party's over, which is the retirement party for our two-piece titanium diamond flip pan, it's 473714. Do you know over 316,000 flip pans have been sold here at Evine? And what you're looking at is a griddle and a grill pan that triples as a low pressure cooker to infuse your food with flavor, to get the most tender, delicious, nutritious flavors. Your food's gonna cook faster. We're gonna seal in all the moisture. There is no necessary need to have a spatula when you have the flip pan. And what has made it such a monster success is that it's two pans in one. It's a grill on its own, it's a griddle on its own, and it's a combo platter. So you're getting it today for the final day at under $30. I only have two color choices now remaining. I have it for you in the copper, and I have it for you in the red. Your item number is 473714. Deb Murray, of course, she is our go-to gal when it comes to being in the kitchen. She is a seasoned professional chef. She is a cookbook author of many, a fabulous food stylist, and of course, our favorite flip panner. Deb, when you first saw this, what did you think?
Well, I mean, when it first came to me, I went to Mark, the buyer, the merchandise team at the time, and I said, Mark, what are you thinking here? And he goes, well, Deb, he goes, anything that's hard to flip, like a pancake or a piece of fish or some eggs, normally we use a spatula, and it makes it really hard. It can fall apart. He said, with the flip pan, you're going to have the pan completely surround the food. So you flip the pan, not the food. And I thought, well, you know, that's a little specialized, Mark, but I'll play with it. So I took it home. Obviously, the first thing I wanted to test was an omelet.
Okay.
And it did not disappoint. I took the pan home, I put in some eggs, I put in some cheese, and I flipped and made the biggest, most beautiful omelet I'd ever made in my life. And I thought, you know what, that's one of the hardest tasks in the kitchen, even for a seasoned chef, to be able to make a fluffy, beautiful omelet without it sticking and falling apart or making a mess all over your stove. If people only bought it for that. But the other thing I realized when that happened, Kimberly, is the rubber gasket on the inside of the lid, on the griddle side. When that gasket came in contact with the other pan, locking it in with the two 5,000 gauze magnets, it became a low-pressure cooker.
Yes.
I made pork chops that blew my daughter and her husband's mind. So ever since then, I have been converting everyone over to flip pans.
And that's why over 316,000 have been ordered. It is a customer choice, but this is the swan song for this flip pan.
It's going away.
At a super bargain price, which we will never be able to see for you. And whether you're doing this on the oven, on the stove top, on glass, induction, or electric, every cooktop surface. Now, I want you to consider adding on Deb's Flip Pan Revolution Cookbook. When you add it on to your order, you'll save $5 plus free shipping and handling. That brings us down to $6.99. And what's so great is that you, our Evine viewers, many of you, are featured in this book. From Jacqueline's pumpkin soup to banana marshmallow quesadilla, orange upside down dream cake. So many of you have made this the revolution as far as cooking goes. But we went from an omelet, a frittata, a beautiful thick, fluffy breakfast meal to now some steaks. But while you're ordering, add on the set of two tongs as well, 472730. Take $2 off that price. And those tongs, Deb, are actually colander tongs, right?
Yes. I mean, they're really amazing. They have silicone around them. So if you don't have the diamond-coated nonstick and you don't want it to come off, they're fabulous for that. They have the colander on there, so if we're pulling something out of the oil or out of the water, it won't come out all over the counter. And to be able to get both of those for the price of what one would be is today's value in itself. But we do have to talk about these.
Yes.
When you buy the spices, even if you don't like grinders, even if you didn't want the carousel, to be able to get Himalayan sea salt with peppercorn, one whole thing of this is worth the entire set.
Exactly.
But what I'm doing right now, Kimberly, is I'm only using one part of the flip pan.
Okay.
I'm just using the base. This is a die-cast made grill pan, which is rectangle in shape so you can hold more food. It has an induction base on it. And if you only bought this to be an induction grill pan, it's worth the price of the $30. But it's so much more.
Well, here's what we need to let you know as far as quantity goes. If you would like the red, 473714, in the red, Al, I now have remaining fewer than 200. Copper has been the #1 top selling color, and we're approaching 300 as well. I love the magnetic closure, which gives you that locking mechanism to flip. The fact that you have that sealed gasket, which means you're sealing in the moisture and the flavor. And of course, Deb, the titanium ceramic nonstick means not only even cooking, but also ease of cleanup, which is key.
It's also going to speed up the cooking.
Oh,
Did
good
you
to
know
know.
that?
I didn't.
Because diamonds are not only a girl's best friend, not only are they one of the hardest substances known to man, but it also has an extra carbon molecule. So what does that mean for you? It actually conducts heat even better than copper. It is the best conducting material for cooking. So you're cooking faster, you're cooking healthier, you're cooking fat-free, and what you're looking at right here, I guarantee you've never done on top of the stove. These are baby back ribs.
Yeah.
But look at how the bone is just falling off them, just like a pressure cooker. Because you know what? This is a low pressure cooker.
Yeah.
It won't cook as fast as our Pressure Pro that we have coming up in a moment, but it'll cook faster than your regular pan. Now, Neil, I want you to come close on that pan. See how burnt and nasty that barbecue sauce is on there? This would be, by all intent and purposes, a throwaway pan. And look at how that barbecue sauce, black as tar, just peels right off there. That's what you get with that diamond coating.
I love that we have this today at $29.64. Newly designed handle for easier opening and closing. The die cast, of course, makes it worth the price of admission today. The fact that you have the rectangular shape, as Deb said, means you can have more food surface and more food to enjoy. But the super bargain price at under $30 is outrageous. When you see everything that Deb is able to do in this, you'll understand why over 316,000 have been ordered. Now, how do I clean it, Deb? Is it dishwasher safe or hand wash?
It is dishwasher safe. I don't ever recommend that.
Okay.
The reason being is it will actually start leaving a layer of the, soap on the outside of it.
Oh, gotcha.
It cleans so beautifully. Little soap and water, even a paper towel, for goodness sakes. But what's so nice about the diamond coating is that you don't have to baby it.
Okay.
I mean, diamonds are the hardest substance out there. But look at that beautiful steak.
Gorgeous.
Now, this is the pan that I made that gorgeous omelet in. And now, just using 1/2 of it, you're seeing I'm getting thick, beautiful, deep grill marks on there. You're not standing outside to do that. You're not lifting a heavy cast iron pan. When you see the way the heat conducts on this, you're going to absolutely scream.
And that's what's really great, is that it is 2 pans in one. A grill pan on one side,
and a griddle on the
pan on the other. And you can actually take these apart, as Deb is showing you, and work them separately or work them together. I know that I live in a very small apartment that doesn't allow me to have a grill on my balcony. But summer, to me, is grilling time. From my Agostino steaks that Deb and I will have tomorrow, to those fabulous pork tenderloin sausage links, to ribs, to corn, to popcorn, to fish. And in fact, you're able to make fish that I can't smell you cooking fish in the house.
Right. Let's go ahead and start that, because I want to show you one of the main reasons people buy it. We're going to get back to that one. But here is an ice cold pan. Ice cold, completely cold, a burner that's completely cold. Now, I'm sure that our fabulous chef that was just here, Doc, he is so sweet. I love him. He is such a sweet man. But he would tell you that if you have to preheat your pan, then you heat your oil, then you add in your protein. Now, what I'm going to show you is, because the pan is such an amazing machine, the way it conducts the heat, you don't have to be able to cook at all. Maybe your career in cooking is a can of soup. With this pan, it is so forgiving. You're noticing I'm not putting any oil. I'm not putting any butter. I'm putting a huge piece of salmon in there.
How about some spice with our spice
rack? Some spices we can put on there. Now, my friend Josephine Cook is severely allergic to fish. So if she were cooking this at home for Eddie, and it was an open pan, she could get really sick.
Ooh.
But with the flip pan, because of the gasket, because of the two 5,000 gauze magnets. The two pans come together. I don't have any fish smell. I'm going to have no fish splatter. And you're going to see in under 5 minutes the most beautiful piece of salmon you've ever seen.
Okay,
and
we're going to head out to the phones. This is 473-714. 6 minutes to go. We made a frittata. We're making steak. We made ribs. Deb has got salmon going. This is now your
Do you know what I'm doing here?
Today.
Well, it's a broaster, Miss Kimberly. If you go to the most famous fried chicken place in the world, they don't fry their chicken. They broast it.
Cool.
And that's not two bros roasting, FYI. It's broasting. It's a pressure fryer.
Deb, keep your day job. Listen, we're going to go out to the phones as you broast that chicken, babe.
I'm a broasting.
And say hello to Nam, who's joining us from Oregon, who loves her flip pan. Hey, Nam, welcome to the show.
How are you?
Hello.
It's nice to have you with us. Are you one of our flip pan fanatics?
Yes, I do.
Awesome.
How many do you own, Nam?
I own, I think it's a couple months, and I bought one for my daughter.
And what's your favorite thing to cook in it?
When I cook the omelet.
Yes.
Nice. Perfectly
When you-
non-stick for you?
Yeah, because usually when you cook the omelet, it's so thick and flip over, then it's always breaking.
Mm-hmm.
But this time, just flip over the pan, and everything comes out of perfect.
How nice was that?
And so easy to clean. And then I try mine, then I give it to one for my daughter also.
Oh, so now
Awesome.
you're sharing the gift. We thank you, Nam, for being part of our show.
Thank you
and
so
a wonderful
much.
Evine customer. Have a great night.
Thank you,
hey,
honey.
Deb,
Bless
we got
you.
fewer than 500 left.
Awesome.
If you
Awesome.
want the red, fewer than 200. Rapidly approaching now 300 remaining in the copper. I want you to consider adding on Deb Murray's Split Pan Revolution cookbook. Take an additional $5 off plus free shipping. That brings that down to $6.99. Your item number is 461874. You can also add on the set of 2 tongs. These tongs are super cool. They have $2 savings plus reduced shipping and handling. 2 separate pairs, that's $472,730 down to $10.99. But what everybody's on the phone lines is the craziest value we've had to date in any of our cooking shows, which are the Cook's Companion 8 spice grinders with the spices and the carousel. You guys, these are glass jars. They're refillable. So even if you don't like any of the 8 spices that we have and you just want to do one for a coffee bar, toss out the spices and put your own things inside. They're grinders as well. They're totally refillable. And you get the carousel. Everyone's buying at least 2. So many people. Deb bought 5 yesterday during the sizzle. We have it for you in the gold. We have it for you in the copper, and we have it in the black now remaining. That's 473-633. It is a try-me price. What are you doing now, Deb?
All right, so what I'm doing right now is when you take the flip pan, remember the pan completely surrounds the food. When you heat the pan top and bottom, not only is it a low pressure cooker, not only is it a griddle with a diamond coating, but Kimberly, it also becomes a stovetop oven.
Cool.
I'm actually making stuffed French toast. But what you're looking on at the animation on the other side on your screen is that animation is showing what's going on inside of the flip pan. When we prevent the heat and the steam from escaping, it becomes a low pressure cooker. So think about all the different applications that you can have with this. Yes, you want to grill a steak, you can make perfect steak better than your barbecue grill outside. You want to make an omelet, you can make an omelet. You can pressure cook fish. You can make stuffed French toast, and you wait, we'll come back to this.
Okay.
And even the filling will be done. You can pressure fry, you can roast
Nice.
the chicken like the Colonel.
Finger looking good.
And then over here, remember, we started this salmon just a few minutes ago. We're going to come back and check in on that in just a moment.
460 left.
But look at what we've done here.
Oh.
This was my dear sweet friend Connie Kunkel's favorite thing. And I want you to know that Connie Kunkel was the one that put this on the charts. She would scream when she saw the French
You know,
toast.
this is Connie Kunkel month because it
It
would be
is.
her birthday
It
in
is.
April.
And you know how much I love her.
We used to celebrate the whole darn month.
But watch this. This was her favorite besides the French toast.
chicken.
And when she would see how it would be, just look at that, falling apart, beautiful grill marks. And then we make gorgeous artichokes.
Yes, Deb.
Grilled artichokes and grilled vegetables, an entire meal under 30 minutes, Kimberly, and it's beautiful, flavorful. We added no added fat or calories because of the low pressure.
2 minutes
we kept
to
our
go.
kitchen clean, even when you're dealing with messy Marvin me. And then look at your cleanup. That's because of the diamond coating. So you're going to spend less time in the kitchen doing the things that you don't like to do. You're going to have more time for things like spending time with a family, maybe doing your homework. But look at that. Look at that burnt
Look
on
at that
stuff. Look at how
cleanup.
clean
Wow.
up. Isn't that amazing?
All right, Deb, let's read some
right.
reviews. We have a minute and a half to go.
We gotta come back to our
430
fish.
remaining. Copper or red. Here's one great review. Love my flip pan. This pan is amazing. I love making frittatas in the pan. I put cheese on the top. I flip it and nothing sticks. It's great for steaks, pork chops, chicken. I also purchased the flip pan cookbook at Evine and I love it. So well made. I have the older style one as well. This pan is the perfect size. Yummy. The food tastes great cooked in a flip pan. With now fewer than 427 remaining, just choose copper or red. If I were you, and you know anyone who loves to cook in the kitchen, I'd stock up. I know that gift closet is empty, right? And it's the 1st of April. There's no fooling around here at $29.64. Super bargain price. It's the retirement party. It's a grill pan. It's a griddle pan. It's a low pressure cooker all in one with the moisture gasket. And Deb, you show us the rock and rollin' salmon that we just started.
You've
And
gotta
in a
see
matter
this.
of minutes, it's going to be done.
And you saw, we started this from raw in a cold pan. And look at that beautiful, beautiful piece of fish. That's what I love about a live demonstration. But Neil, you said come to Daddy. Come over here, Neil. You want to see what Neil gets for supper tonight?
What?
This is Neil's dinner. Neil does such a great job.
Neil said he's kind of busy
I
directing the show.
always give him a great steak. And again, perfect steak, grill pan. We got our steak seasoning. Wait till you see this.
Yeah.
You could go to the most expensive steakhouse in America and you wouldn't get a better tasting steak than that. That's yours, Neil.
Oh my gosh.
Done
Deb,
deal.
Think about this,
Yeah.
Deb. For under $40, you get the
I'll
flip
make sure it's
pan
good for
two-piece
ya.
system and the 8 spices. Under $40 brings both of those home today.
Yummy.
By the way, here are the spices. It's what everybody
to
is
get
talking
that.
about. It's 8
Below our
glass
cost.
refillable